Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 here at Rawslowgaming, where we're playing Bath City Football Club and trying to take them to the top of Premier League and beyond. We are in our second season, just got promoted to Vanarama National League. Last episode off, we had our first match against Barnet, which we unfortunately lost, sort of badly, but not really to worry, I hope. And we have a next match against Morecambe in 3 days. As always, a tight playing schedule here at the early stages of the season. One thing that we didn't get that I thought we would get by being promoted to Vanarama National League, and why we sort of cheated, is to turn the club professional. And I think that is maybe something new that you don't get that automatically, or is it maybe into Sky Bet League 2? It might be that you first get that in Sky Bet League 2, and I just forgot about it, how it actually worked, and sort of cheated at the wrong league. That's definitely probably the case. So we will not cheat to get the first place or get through the playoffs here in Vanarama National League. We will beg and beg and beg to the board to turn the club professional though, and that's probably not going to work, so probably need to get promoted. But anyway, I will see you after a short break here at the match day. Time then for the match preview, and again we are underdogs here for the match against Morecambe, but it's not that big here again. So no changes to team setup. We switch places of Healy and Rowan as they prefer left and right in the center. So that should be pretty much everything. And other than that, I don't think we really have anything else and to note, because everyone is still fresh-ish. We have Taylor who is tired, so maybe we should sort that out directly here and play Baxter for a little while. And do we have any other things to note here? Or should we play Clark? I think we'll play Clark instead. Yeah, that will work out. And we'll submit the team and go through match here and comment it just like we always do. Like, like you see on the TV, even though I'm not even up to par on that or even close to doing the same job in a good way, but we are trying nonetheless here. So kick off and first highlight here in the 3rd minute. Basically with a free kick down in the defensive half, and a ball up to Brunt here in the midfield with a through ball to Britton. Britton shoots, and it's just over the crossbar there. Pretty dangerous stuff there directly though, and as play, of course, really good there between Britton and Brunt from last season. Very, very happy that we were able to loan Britton again. And last year we do have another highlight. At the moment, the ball at our keeper, and to Rowan passing to Clark, up to Sanko here on the right hand side, choosing to pass back to Smith, and Smith with a through ball up towards Britton, unfortunately losing in that ball. And the ball back to our defenders, and the ball to Smeardon, and up to the left-hand side here to Pearson, and he shoots or something. And I don't know why we got to see that, because that were super wide, and sorry for that sort of hiccup. Next up, a free kick here from Pearson, and the cross, and a header over the top, or not the top part, crossbar. Yeah, so far we're really dominating this game if we're looking at the stats and everything like that. So that's very nice and impressive for us, really, to be honest. And Brunt and Rowan and probably Healy as well are definitely going to get subbed here pretty early in the second half. So halftime, and it's 0-0, and we're not really as dominating now as we were, as I were saying that we were dominating. It seems pretty even and pretty fair to have a draw at this stage. And overall, decent performance by the lads, and we'll just start the second half here and give them a few minutes before doing some subs. First highlight here in the second half, and Moore came there with a header just over the crossbar. So probably reach into just about 60 minutes before we sub, yeah. So Healy and Rowan and Brunt are all really tired. And of course, we don't really have any striker at all in the team to have as a backup. We really need to fix that. But yeah, then it's going to be Baxter and Taylor here instead of Rowan and Healy. And we need to do something here to get Brunt to rest. I guess we're putting Barry there then. That's obviously not the correct thing to do as such, but that is what we're going to try to do here. And nothing too much happening at this stage here in this match. 10 minutes to go, and we haven't had a highlight in a long time, or rather overall we haven't had many highlights at all in this match. And highlight here, free kick for Morecambe, and it's a header there, but good save there from a leg. And apparently the highlight isn't done here. Leg with a throw out or a goal kick here up to Sanku. Sanku sort of losing the ball there, but Baxter getting it back, doing a cross to Hackett, passing up to Pearson on the left-hand side. Still only in the middle of the field, but Pearson on a good run here, driving it forward. And towards the penalty area, getting just dispossessed there, just outside the penalty area. And it's going to be a red or yellow card here, I believe, for Brewitt, or a second yellow card, it would seem like, because I think that's the highlight. Yeah, a red card for Brewitt, and they will play one man short here for the last 2 minutes, and apparently we did not make anything out of that free kick that were in a super dangerous zone. But there you have it. End result for Bassett versus Morecambe is 0-0. Shots 14-10, shots on target 5-6, and possession 56-44%. So overall, we are happy with a draw here. We don't expect us to take points in every match or so. We are glad for every point we get pretty much here. And that keeps us 20th in the league, or we were 19th or something like that. So a decent result for us here, 1154 attending that game, so that's pretty good. Brunt have apparently a little bit of a goal drought, which isn't that great, but I think we should be all right. And again, time for a short little break, and we'll be back in 4 days against Barrow. Then we have the next match here against Barrow, and the same situation here. We are underdogs, not by much, but a little bit still. So we'll set in our best team here directly first to see how things are looking. Back with Taylor, and that's pretty much the only thing we needed to do. And everyone is match fit. Yes, just about. We did get in with another loan here on Berko. But his current ability here, depending on which one we are looking on, let's see here, yeah. So early is actually giving him the lowest rating, yeah. So if we were just half a star better than Smirdon, I didn't really think we should have switch him around, but since he seems to be a full star better, I think we'll let him be in the team, and we'll set Smirdon for available for loan, and I will take a look for a striker to loan or something as soon as possible. But we will submit the team here and go for it and comment it just as we always do, and submit the numbers and everything here. And the dressing room we hand over to our assistant. Also, just like we always do, we are very strict in what we're doing here. First highlight of the match here in the 2nd minute, free kick, a corner there from Pearson, and Rowan heading over the crossbar. So we still haven't managed to, we haven't managed to score a goal yet in the Vanarama National League here. 3rd match going, and now Barrow with a corner. And that looks dangerous, but it's blocked 2 times, but the 3rd time and not so. And unfortunately, it's a goal for Barrow there. And we are now trailing 0-1 after 30 minutes. And a little bit unlucky. Really good managing to deflect that out 2 times. Feels like the 3rd time should have been really easy for the defender rushing out there as well. Next up, here in the 15th minute, highlight Bassett with the ball, Berko with a ball up towards Brunt and towards Britton, and he shoots, and it's a goal for Bassett here. So we managed to equalize after very few minutes, actually, 5 minutes, and it's all equal after 15 minutes. And there you see very well played together, Brunt and Britton. Britton, really long feet to get his foot on that one. And we get a free kick pretty much directly after here, in a dangerous spot here. Hackett with the free kick and shoots, and it's another goal for Bassett here in the 16th minute. And we take the lead for the first time in this match, and we have scored our first 2 goals within 30 seconds here in Vanarama National League. So that's pretty nice. And really good shot there from Hackett. And a corner now for Bassett. Pearson with the corner. And headed out. Healy's catching the ball up there. And unfortunately a bad first touch. So Barrow with a chance to counter-attack here. Quigley with a run here. What will he do? He passes to Folivi, and it's a shot, and it's a goal for Barrow here, unfortunately not Bassett. And it's back to a draw here. Very goal-rich 10 minutes block here we have. 4 goals within 10 minutes. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, can't say too much about that situation, really. Quite hard to stop that. We have another highlight here, pretty much directly after in the 22nd minute. The ball to Sanko on the right-hand side, and doing a real poor dribble action there or something, so a chance for another counter-attack here for Barrow. Barrow passing the ball, not in a counter way, but up the midfield here on the left-hand side. And Sanko snapping up that ball again, but the second touch or the through ball up there didn't work out. So Barrow back with the control of the ball, and it's another goal for Barrow here in the 22nd minute. And they retake the lead again. And now we have 5 goals within 12 minutes. If that's going to continue on, we're going to be sitting here forever. And I think the keeper, I think Legg should definitely have saved that. That looked like an easy save, to be honest. But definitely been an interesting few minutes there. And maybe here more comes here, because we have another highlight going on here in the 30-minute mark. Ball up towards, Barrow strikers, but the ball to Smith here instead. Passing to Rowan, and Rowan, what are you doing? You're passing to Hackett. Hackett playing it wide here on the right-hand side to Sanko, who's running very late, but crosses it in towards Britton, headed out to back to Hackett and Smith, and passing to back to Smith and Hackett again here, and he passes back to Healy. Healy tries a through ball, not really working out, but Pearson getting the ball on the left-hand side. and passes it back to Hackett, and he shoots just over the crossbar. Pretty good sequence there. Unfortunately, no goal, and I just saw that we really had high possession actually in this match. We're definitely not being that far behind, or rather we're sort of dominating the match, I would say, but not really. But we are trailing here after one half, 2-3, and yeah, probably should be the other way around, but very exciting match so far. No one with too bad ratings here, so we'll continue here. And as we're continuing the second half, do remember to smash that like button if you're enjoying the show. Also, if you haven't done so yet and want to follow along on the journey towards Premier League, do make sure to hit that subscribe button. And as you do, you can hit that small notification bell. And yeah, good chance there from Barry, but we managed to say that. And if you want to support the channel even more, do check out the membership tab and tab for more ways to support the channel, and the links in the description. With a membership, you could choose a perk that would allow you to name one player per youth intake in either FIFA Manager or Football Manager, if that's interesting to you. Back to the commentating, and we are having a highlight here in the 59th minute. In the second half, Britton there running for his life to get to that ball and managing to get to it. Hackett driving it a little bit forward and turning around, passing to Burko, to Pearson, and back to Hackett, and back to Burko. And don't know what happened there, but he got the ball back to Hackett and to Burko again. What a lovely play, or not. And into Smith here. And back to Burko again. And to Healy. Healy tries a through ball up to Brunt. And the ball to Hackett. Hackett with a shot there. But pretty much straight at the keeper, but out for a corner at least. And here comes the corner. Pearson with it. And Britton. And somehow the keeper saved there. How didn't that end up being a goal? That looked to be behind the goal line. Oh well, a new chance here in the 62nd minute. And see here, Bassett taking control of the ball in a very dangerous spot. But unfortunately doing a bad pass. So getting the ball to Barrow again, but we managed to snap up the ball in the same manner, really. So the ball up to Hackett, to Pearson. Pearson dribbling through here and shoots, but well wide of the goal there. And we are probably needing to make a sub or two. Rowan is tired, so let's put in Baxter. And then we have Hackett, Sanko, and Pearson that is tired. So who will we do here? Let's do Hackett and then Mutruk. Which are you doing? I guess you're doing Sanko this time. And right. Actually, let's undo that. You're doing Pearson this time. Probably should maybe have put in Clark there, but that's how we rolled this time. We were definitely dominating this game, but we're not getting through here, it seems like. And we have a highlight here in the 78th minute, and it's unfortunately another goal for Barrow here. Just as I said, that we were sort of dominating the game, but not getting through. And they extend their lead even more to 2-4 now. Yeah, bad marking there. And again, the animation there looked a little bit wonky. And it feels we are, so far this season, definitely unlucky. Next up, another highlight here. A free kick for Barrow. Rooney to Washington and Waddington, and it's another goal for Barrow here. Now the scoreline 2-5, and yeah, Bassett training much more than we'd like here. Or rather, really, we feel like this is a game we should have won. But yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah, we know it's onside. It wasn't even really that close. So we're probably dropping down into the relegation zone. We had to take off Muntruk there for an injury, which is a shame. So the full time result 2-5 for Bassett versus Barrow. Shots 21-12. Shots on target 76 and possession 63-37%. So obviously feels like we should have won that game, but we didn't end up doing that. So that's definitely pretty darn bad. And Taylor here have been not really playing that great in the matches he's played from the start. Yeah, I think the first match he had a pretty darn poor rating as well. And yeah, that, as I said, dropped us down into the relegation zone now, 21st in the league. And Mutruk out for 6 to 8 weeks. And yeah, he did make his professional debut there, so that's good. But nothing else really to take with us from that match. And yeah, found a little bit of a longer break. So pause here, and we will be back at the match against Maidenhead. Last match of the episode then, and this time it's going to be against Maidenhead, and we are actually slight favorites here for this match, and I hope we can do something good here. So let's go to the team selection. I obviously didn't find a striker in time for this match, so that's not something we're going to be able to do as such. And we have Motruk injured here and said, so who are we bringing in here instead? Is it Smirdon? I think it is Smirdon, since we have a defender left and a midfield center midfielder there. But yeah, we're very heavy on midfielders. We really need to look into getting a striker and overall balancing of the team, I feel. And let's see here. I think we are ready to go. Everyone is really fresh and starting to get up to match sharpness here. That might have been a little bit of a problem here for Taylor, Rowan, Healy and Burko, that they aren't up to par in terms of sharpness. But hopefully that will come maybe right here. And a good match against Maidstone is what we're hoping on here. And we'll hand over to assistant times to, as we do, play and hope for the best. So very slow first 10 minutes there, or 15 minutes rather even, because we haven't got any highlights whatsoever, and really looking at the stats, much haven't happened there either. The first highlight here in the 26th minute, Maidenhead with a throw in, and very much in their defensive corner, and trying to pass the ball upwards here. Up to the middle to Genshev here on the right hand side, and he's passing back to Kinia on the same place, and a through ball or a long ball that didn't reach its correct player, but still Maidenhead in control of the ball. And trying it here on the left hand side to Tanam, but Smith passing it up, or picking it up rather. And Britton here, able to cross it, but no one really reaching it. So Genshev and Maidenhead here with a chance to do a counter-attack. And Genshev shooting from a long way out and outside the post. And free kick directly thereafter from Maidenhead pretty much, but just over the crossbar. I think that pretty much almost hit it. But yeah, so far no shots really on target. Next up, a highlight here in the 36th minute, a goal kick from Maidenhead keeper, and we managed to take control of the ball. Rowan with the ball, passing it back to a leg, our keeper, and he's playing it slow here, passing back to row 1, and row 1 playing it to Taylor. Taylor with a little bit of a through ball or a long ball, rather is the correct word. Hackett with another try of a long ball, but failing so to reach its destination. And Taylor passing back to Hackett here, and to Smith, and back to Hackett. And to Smith here again, and playing it wide to Taylor. And a through ball there towards Sanko, but that's far too long. But Sanko picking it up here, and a chance to cross from the right-hand side, but it's not really reaching anyone but Pearson. Hackett getting a chance here, and it's a goal for Bath City here in the 36th or 37th minute. And we take the lead for the first time in this match. And let's hope we can keep it now. We really need a win here. So yeah, Sanko there with a decent cross really, but a little bit shorter for Pearson. But 2 times there a chance, and we managed to get it in the second time at least, so that's pretty darn good. And we are very soon here, ending the first half, and there we have it. And we're leading, as I said, 1-0, and looks pretty fair according to your stats. So let's march on here, hand over to assistant. No one really reports, so we can hand over that to assistant as well. So let's keep it together, and everyone seems pretty fresh here. So that is definitely good. And we should probably do a sub here. So let's do that, and still, it's quite low on highlights here in this match for sure. So Sanko, and we'll turn switch Pearson here and put Clark in here. No, that's not right. We don't want to turn that around. We want to put in Clark instead of Sanko. And then we'll play Smirn instead of Burko and continue on here with the last 20 minutes of this match, and hope that it is smooth sailing until the end. 10 minutes to go, and we get a highlight here. A corner from Maidenhead, and the cross is in. Looks dangerous, but our keeper managing to save that, so that's very nice stuff there. And leg out with the goal kick. Come on. And there we have it. Hackett passing up to Brunt. Brunt to Britton, and a wide ball there to Pearson. Pearson, what will he do? He gets through a second time, and a shot pretty much straight at the keeper. And highlight over? No, not highlight over. Rowan there trying to clear it, but only got to Maidenhead players, and a chance there, but just outside of the post, or quite ways actually. And the highlight keep on going apparently. Rowan passing back to leg here, and leg with a poor goal kick there, and it's let's see here, try to break that or intercept that ball with a sliding tackle, but not really get through. And Kelly getting here, and he shoots and saves, and leg saves 2 times, and free kick for offside there. And a corner here from Maidenhead, Fenelon, and save, but the rebound is in, and it's all equalized here in the 84th minute. And yeah, definitely not what we wanted to see here. We just wanted it over with highlights and the final whistle. But unfortunately, that is not what we got there. Very unlucky, to be honest, I feel. And we're still not done with the highlights. So highlights straight after that. Let's hope it's a good one and not a bad one. And Bath City with the ball at this moment. Brunt here in the middle, passing to Smith. Smith with a poor pass there, so to say, but Hackett snapping it up and passing back to Smith and back to Hackett again, and back to Smeardon here on the left-hand side, and up to Pearson on the left-hand side. And tries to cross it, but didn't get anywhere. So a chance for a counter-attack here from Maidenhead. But again, poor attempt there. Britton with the ball. Will he pass to Brunt? No, he just shoots over the crossbar. And yeah, it's a lot more even now in the stats, to be honest. But we're having trouble hitting the target, everyone, it seems like. And we are in the extra time, or last minutes of extra time, and this will be the last highlight. And it's a chance for Maidenhead, and it's a goal for Maidenhead here, unfortunately, in the 91st minute. And that is going to be the goal of the match, so to say. And it all looked so good, but it all went downhill from the 80th minute really fast. And that were not that great or fun at all. Yeah, we don't need to see that. We need to get out of this match and out. Oh, one last chance here. Free kick from Bassity. Rowan, what can you do? And Smith, and it's a goal for Bassity, but it's been disallowed for offside. Damn it. So very eventful match here for sure. But that should be it for everything. So we'll see here if we have the final whistle any second and get this over with. And there we have it, unfortunately. And very, very narrow offside there, but that's the way of the game, I guess. So final result for Bassett versus Maidenhead is 1-2. Shots 12-16, shots on target 2-5, and possession 60-40%. So obviously both teams having trouble hitting the target, but other than that, an alright match here again, but not the result we wanted to have in the end. And that's, well, alright, I guess, but giving us a really poor start in the league here, as we're 22nd and 1 point up to being outside the relegation zone, of course, so not that bad in that way. And 1,220 attending that game, so that's pretty good. And we'll praise Hackett there for his performance. And with that said, that's going to be everything for this episode, so I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you here soon again. Bye-bye! You have been watching Rawslowgaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right, our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.